Hello folks, I'm Bill from Little White Dory. We are doing our transplants again, or more. As you can see, we're taking them out of these little 6-pack containers and putting them into individual solo cups. Red solo cup, you fill me up. And what I do is kind of simple. We take the drill, get into the center. I think I do it a little better when I have two hands. Yeah, I definitely do it better with two hands, so I will do the others after I stop filming. But what I'm doing is transplanting everything into these cups, and I've now converted my second trailer into a makeshift greenhouse. I just have this tray in here that's probably my next batch of tomatoes that I'll be doing. And this is really just to keep heavy rain that we're expecting off of them for the next, I guess, couple of days. But at least this way I can get them to the point where they're safe enough and I can leave them outside. I believe the temperatures now are going to be completely fine. But that's, you know, I've got my little tray of topsoil, which I'm probably going to run out of. I'll have to run up to Home Depot, get some more. We're using Miracle Grow's, I think it's called Nature's Choice Organic potting soil, and we're putting a little bit of organic iron tone in there for the tomatoes to keep them from turning yellow. And things are going good. I mean, I can't actually, well, maybe I can. I'll take a peek. The greenhouse here, let's see if I can get my hand in there, is, I got some space on the floor still, but what I'm doing now will wind up in there. We got some more up top. Everything's kind of coming along, and I'm thinking if I sell these things for $1 a piece, I'll be happy. If I can get $2 a piece, I don't even want to think about $2. I'll just be happy with $1 a piece, cover my costs and make it all worth the effort. All right, folks, maybe catch you a little later when I'm done. I'll count out, you know, what I've got finished. Y'all have a good day. Okay, YouTube. This is Bill from Little White Dory. I had 2 clips earlier today from when I was potting my transplants, and you can see that I have my little trailer over here with the tarp over the top and some string over it. We're expecting some serious rain the next couple of days, so I'm just looking for something to keep the heavy hard rain off of my young plants. And so I've got, now I'm expanding out into here. And this is the transplants that I have that, well, I should probably move that tray back into the other greenhouse. But these I transplanted today. I'm going to hope that they can handle the temperature. It's probably going to get to, I think, 50 degrees tonight, which should be enough. It should be okay. I just have some wind protection, and I put it up against my shed here just so that it would have a little additional wind block so that the tarp doesn't go flying off. And that way, hopefully, I'll just keep any heavy rain off of the starts. Over here, I've cleaned up a bit. I'll stick this in and we can see how much I've gotten done in here. I'm not going to go up on top because I'm too lazy. But I can open up my door and we can take a peek in. And, you know, you can see now the floor is getting more and more covered. I still have about 6 more trays of transplants to go. These right here are some peppers. These right here are ground cherries, if anybody's ever heard of them. They're kind of neat. They're like little, I think they're in the same family as a tomatillo, but they're small, they're yellow, they come wrapped in a little shell like a tomatillo, and they taste like nuts. It's kind of the weirdest thing. I had them at a farmer's market not that long ago, and they were just kind of interesting. So I've been trying to get them to grow on my own little plots here. We did plant some stuff into this garden, and I was also very happy to see, let's see if you can see it here. I don't know if it's in focus. I'm going to put my hand behind it. I've got some asparagus growing finally. There's that brand, there's one, there's 2 or 3 of them, there's not a lot. But we did plant some more asparagus and strawberries into here, and my garlic. Just because I had 2 transplants that I didn't have a cup to put them in, I just stuck these in the ground. They don't look too good, but who knows, maybe they'll bounce back. I find sometimes things that look like they're being stressed come back better than they would have if you would left them out and waited till they were ready. Again, girls are going to town back here. I still haven't done anything about my gardens. They'll probably get tomatoes. I have a feeling I'm just going to go crazy with tomatoes this year. And it's funny, I had to separate the chickens because my brown one here, Chica, my Rhode Island Red, and my white one, the white leghorn, Zippy, are beating up on my little Buffy, my Buff Orpington. And she is just the sweetest, happiest chicken. She's like a lap chicken. But these girls were giving her a hard time, so I locked her out. In fact, I'm going to probably let them go in now, just so that they can get used to the going in for night. Go ahead, girls. It's like Grand Central here, a little traffic jam. Come on, girls. Go ahead. Yeah, so the old girls are ready to go to bed. They're literally going to probably go straight up to the... Well, they'll probably go get something to eat, and then I think they're going to go to bed. And that was the plan, to keep them out until they'd be tired enough to go into bed. And in the background, you can hear the sounds of nature on Long Island. That is the ice cream truck. I hear it from the direction that I'm facing this. But you can see our skies are just totally cloudy. And we're due for, I think, 3 days of rain, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And I would love to just turn that stupid sound off. It's so annoying. It's like brainwashing for kids. So I'm just going to tie this open a little. I just wrap this string around here a couple of times. It's a little trickier to do with one hand. Give it a tug and she stays open. So the girls are out going to pick at some of the eggshells. The other girls are going to get a nice little snack before they go to bed. And they'll be up in the coop any minute. This is late for them. It's like, I'm going to guess it's going on 7 o'clock. So we've got things looking good on the homestead here. Transplants are still going. I still have 4 more trays of seed starts inside. And Rob, if you're catching up on my videos, yes, my grass is finally green again. We've got some, this is a patch, I'll tell you what, let me back up. This little patch right here is where my chicken tractor was. And after the girls were there, I threw some seed down. It would be like cover crop seed. Vetch, some ryegrass, I think there's even actually some legumes in there. And it's just going to get mowed down, but you can see that the girls had, when I had the tractor, there's spots where they chewed down to ground. And hopefully it'll all come back. All right, folks. Hopefully we'll have a little update on the new horse farm. Let me flip this around and give you an update. So my wife and I are going to go to, let's see, we're going to travel on Sunday, which isn't the most exciting, up to a town called Athens, New York. And I hope the wind is not a problem. Hope you can hear me. But the wind is starting to pick up. We're going to go, and I'll have pictures to show, I'll have video to show when I get back. We'll be back on Monday. We're going to do a well test. We're going to have a inspection done for electrical work, plumbing, insects and pests and things like that. I'm going to get some soil testing, and I'm going to walk the perimeter of the farm. It is literally 10 acres of flat, pastured, fenced horse farm with a, I want to say it's a 85 by 45 post and beam barn, modern, and about 1,000 square feet of living quarters in it. It's going to be interesting. The woman who's selling it, I think, is a little heartbroken because I don't think she's getting what she wanted for it. And I'm saying, listen, it's a cash deal, and I don't think that they're going to get much better offers. If they can get better in cash, that would be fantastic for them. But to finance it is tricky because it's a horse farm without a house. It's zoned as a horse farm. And I think she's realizing that banks don't want to loan money for horse farms, especially when the neighbor, and I think I've talked about this, there's about I think a 900 acre pasture, or it's one of the flats, they call them, along the west side of the Hudson River. It runs north-south, and this is a little carve out of those flats, so it's perfectly flat, no rocks, Really good, loamy, silty soil. But in that 900 acres, about 400 to 500 of them are going to be covered by solar panels. If I'm lucky, I won't see them much. People who are a little higher, up in elevation will have a view of them much more so than I will, because they'll look down on it. Theoretically, they're going to put up landscape view blocking trees so that you won't see them at ground level. I would see them perhaps from the living quarters, which are up on a second floor. But I just kind of think about it and say, I don't care. I hope that it doesn't destroy the value of the property, but if it doesn't impact the value, I think in a couple of years, if I don't like what I'm doing, I want to sell, I don't think I'll lose very much at all. And if I improve it the right way, which is sort of my plan, I'm hoping then to be able to sell it as a potential homesteading place. I think we can probably agree that when it comes to homesteaders, they can put up with a lot of different options for living. And 1,000 square feet of living space that's heated, insulated, it's comfortable inside a barn, or at least part. It's a two-story. Well, the living quarters on the second floor. The first floor is all horse stalls and storage areas and so on. But it also has this area where you can connect 3 RVs up to the septic, electric, and water. And with that being the case, it's got a lot of options. It's the one major, who knows, is the solar farm. If it turns out to be a monstrosity, you got to take a chance. It's affordable for me now, and we're doing it. If everything turns out good by Monday, it'll be a done deal by June 1st, I hope, or June 3rd, or something like that. All right, folks, we'll give you more of an update when we have video from the location. And at that point, when I do start moving up there, we have another channel called Iona Homestead. This is something I have a problem with. See this? Hey, why are they doing this? She's a real happy chicken, and they're giving her grief. I don't get it, girls. I kept you out so that you'd leave her alone, but they don't want to leave her alone. I can't see her as being threatening. This is really crazy. All right, mayhem at the coop. We'll talk to you guys soon. I got to go break up this fight. Bye-bye.